Good afternoon. Welcome to this sacred, quiet space. Just to chill, to relax. Balance body, mind, spirit. So please join me, breathing the conscious breath. And that's just being aware. Hello, Sarah. Are you relaxed? So just breathing deep. Doesn't matter how, just as long as you feel that tummy pushing out on the in-breath. Nobody would know, but just simply breathing, it moves your energy through your body. It removes all the blocks, energy blocks. Just makes you feel, well, it makes you feel. Brings you to your center. You just have to find your way. Nobody else can teach you the right way. There is no right way. But there is always time for quiet me time. Recharge these batteries. Although at the moment I'm feeling my whole body is just, it's like it's electric. And it makes you only take so much. So if other people are talking nonsense or interfering and making your life a bit of a hell, you can't take it. So you have to politely say, adios amiga, see you again soon. And sit down in your seat and just feel. Just feel these energies you're breathing in, because they're all around us. We can't see them. There's lots that we can't see. But that's changing slowly. The multi-universes are becoming shown to us. It's like every time I sit on my balcony, I know I am in complete harmony. Hello Simona, welcome back my dear. We've missed each other, huh? Yes, and the birds sing to me. And that's all I seem to need at the moment. Because people is a bit tough at the moment. So nature is my saviour. And I'm also finding it a little bit difficult to write. Write my story, write what I'm experiencing. Instead it's just to the point poem. Which is okay, huh? So now I understand where poetry comes from. It is the flow of the divine, but it's short and sweet. The mind doesn't need to get engaged, and that does happen sometimes in writing, because, or not so much in the writing itself, but in the editing, because the mind is the perfect one, and it wants to keep going back, correcting it. Oh, and I want to say this. So poetry might be my new thing, because it tells my story, and it keeps me out of the mind, or should I say. It keeps my mind from interfering. Yeah, so just breathing. And today I just wanted to talk about the new energies that we are experiencing. And why? Why are these new energies? Why new? Haven't they been there for years? Well, they've been there for a few years. And they have come about because of people like you and me who have been focusing on yourself and expanding your consciousness so you understand the big picture, how life works and what you're all about. Know thyself. And each insight, the aha moment, is when consciousness expands, and as consciousness expands, it brings in new energies to serve that new consciousness. So the new energies is because of you and me. And what difference is it making to you and me? It's here to serve us. But it will only serve the master and the creator, the person who knows he's in charge of his life, the captain of his ship, the powerful one, the magnificent one. And remember, when you're being the magnificent one, you are body, mind, spirit. You are one body consciousness, all rolled in one. There is no more separation. Separation within and without. There is no space anymore. It's like, this is it. I am everything. And I am nothing. I am all that is. And you too. But it's coming to this space where you are one with all. Or everything is one with you, should I say, because you are the sovereign one. You are the one with your focus. But of course it is a little bit different. It's never been done before. The old ascended masters, they died literally when they became enlightened, because the planet was so dense it couldn't hold the light. But now our bodies are actually changing for us to be able to embody everything here and now. So now what we're finding is many people, their consciousness has expanded, the new energies are here to serve us, and our bodies, the DNA is going from the 2 strands to the 12 strands. Our original state of being. So we're like going back, but with an added difference, because we're taking the human vessel along, the wisdom, the compassion. Because after all our suffering and joy, we've learnt a lot. We've learnt how important it is to be kind to everybody. And unfortunately, sometimes we do hurt others. And we can't take it back, but we just have to forgive ourselves and hope they forgive us and move on, because we don't do it out of a badness. We do it because we are becoming more and more vulnerable. We can't, I know, at least I can't just accept people who are just asleep now. I can't be doing with it. And sometimes it's a lonely life. But we have friends, don't we? Yes, we have each other. And I have a nice group here on a Monday evening, once a month, with local people. Yes, so this new energy is serving us. So it is so important that we know how we want it to serve us. What do we want in our lives? What do we want to experience? The grand experience, the feeling of joy, the feeling of true compassion, the feeling of healthy rejuvenation, and just being together with everybody. Yeah, dancing, singing. It seems a fairy tale, but that is my vision I hold. So I'm wondering what your vision is. In fact, I've put up for this year a writing challenge for everybody to join and to write your vision down as a story, how you would like to be, because it does help us bring it into being, to remind us. And this is one of the reasons I wrote my book, to remind myself of everything I'd learned that was important. And my vision is the first chapter. How we all are with one another, where I live, how we are with each other, yeah, which is important. So just coming back to the breath and breathing, just feeling, being the atoms that are flowing within, bumping up against the cells, dancing, becoming translucent, opening up to receive more and more light that Earth is now aligned with. I suppose you can call them light codes. You don't really have to understand. The human doesn't have to understand, but you just know that it is completely rewriting your whole body, your brain, activating your pineal gland, which is your connection to out there, the cosmos and Earth. It's like a big radar that has actually been numbed down for all of human life that we know. Through fluoride, for instance. So that's why I always buy the aloe vera toothpaste, natural toothpaste. So just feeling. And observing yourself, observing the thoughts and making peace with them. It's only when we accept our thoughts to allow them to be that they will join us in the quietness. No more judgment and doubt. We just allow our hearts to open wide. Allow the walls to melt that we've built up. So allowing the love that we are, the I am presence, just allowing that to embrace our whole body, mind. So that everything that no longer serves us just melts away. And you can imagine this, the heart just melting, feeling warm. Yeah, knowing that we are never ever alone. We have our own best friend here. And if we need help or a bit of advice, we just ask. We have to learn to ask questions. And then find a way how our divine self answers. It might not be a voice. It could be an idea or a radio statement, or somebody comes up to you. Never dismiss anything. But what I sometimes have trouble doing is remembering my question. Because sometimes you have so many, and then you wonder which answer is for which question. So you really have to learn to be mindful, write things down maybe. So the heart is opening wide, welcoming the new energies. Helping our body to transform back to crystalline. I say back to crystalline, it is transferring literally our dense body of carbon base to crystalline. And this is why we have so many symptoms when this is happening, like skin irritations, redness, scalp dryness, joints, headaches, aching. The heart. My husband had heart arrhythmia just before the eclipse, and I told you my heart went boom. So lots of people's heart will go boom. But this is putting us into a new alignment. Yes, we need to go to the hospital and let the hospitals work with us. We can do both for now. Some people need medication. Yeah, so just being with the feeling of your heart melting. Years and years of building the wall because we didn't want to be hurt. But in a way, I know it's not nice to say, but in a way we are meant to be hurt because it's meant to break the outside walls of the heart. So when we lose a relationship or a job or a home or something and we have to move, yes, it breaks us, but it's meant to, because it's time for the human to loosen the shackles and walk beyond the fear, the conflict of duality. You see, if we stay like we are now, it will never work. It's not meant to. It is success versus failure. You will be successful and then you will fail, and then something will come along. It's just for experience only. We have to rise above it purely by expanding our consciousness, just understanding the bigger picture and not allowing fear to keep us here, because fear is keeping us here. Fear, doubt, judgment, other people. So when we feel a fear, it's important to embrace it, and when we embrace it, we allow ourselves to become the fear, the doubt, the judgment, the problem. Because we are. We are all responsible for everything. We are all part of it. So we have to take 100% responsibility for being the fear, even if it looks like it's from somebody else, caused by somebody else. We have to embrace it as our fear. And there, for a purpose, for us to realize that it is just a tool to bring us into awakening, to bring us into realizing we are so much more than the human body mind. We are divine spirit. We always have been, but we've just forgotten that we have been connected. It's not as if we haven't been connected. We have been connected, but we just didn't feel it, didn't realize it. But now we can feel it, and this is because of consciousness energies. So the time is ripe, and this is why I'm always saying living a life of celebration, because it's all here. We can choose now what we want to experience, or be the experience. There should be no space anymore. And we can start small. We can just look at a cloud or a tree and take away the space in between and just observe without labeling, without saying, oh, it's beautiful, just allowing it to be, allowing yourself to be the observer and the observed. See, no space. We have to come back to we are everything and nothing. Yes, I know it's hard to get your mind around it. But once your heart resonates with it, your divinity, your own divinity, will take you on the journey in your own way, at your own time. I'm just here now and again just to make just to get people to know that there is something more, I suppose. It's very difficult to talk about. Because I don't do spirituality, the old energy consciousness. Because that's all part of duality, the success and failure, and it never has an end. It can help you expand your mind, but you have to be careful that you don't stay in the mind and never get out of it. The whole point is going beyond the mind. Yeah. So when things get complicated, we come back to our center and just breathe. And come back to feeling our heart. Our true divine heart. Who is in charge of taking us on a new adventure? So the human doesn't have to worry anymore. I'll be glad when we don't have to pay any more taxes and do all the hard work to earn the money, pay the bills. A long time ago, I knew that there was an answer to free energy. But as soon as Sarah's saying, I must remember to breathe and stop the bubble. Yeah, me too sometimes. Because we take ourselves... it's a distraction. Takes us away. We go into nonsense, I suppose. And now, of course, I've forgotten what I was saying. So again, we just come back. No problem. Yeah, the divinity is responsible for taking us further. The human, though, has to surrender. So, oh yeah, free energy. Free energy won't be disclosed because it will kill the economy, you can imagine. And nobody wants that. Because there are people who, yeah, the rich people, they're the ones that are in charge of everything. They've made jolly good how poor we all are. Yeah. I mean, education is nothing. Footballers get everything. The politics can't do anything anymore. So we all have to bring back our own responsibility and power. And it's happening. But we can only start with ourselves. So the only thing we can do is know thyself. Observe yourself. Catch yourself going on these distractions. So, just feeling the energy as we breathe going through our body. For me, it's a nice warm energy. And I always imagine all my cells in my body tingling in delight because they're rejuvenating. But it doesn't just go like that. First, I have experienced this anyway, that we go really old. And then we change everything. Everything changes in our life. And then the rejuvenation, the magic happens. But even if it doesn't, for many years, it doesn't matter. It's the joy we feel that's important. The friends we have. Oops. Excuse me. So, feeling good, feeling balanced, body, mind, spirit, feeling our connection to everything, feeling our heart. Yeah, vulnerable, but it's okay. Our light that shines will always protect us from everything dark and nasty, so we don't have to worry. So just keep welcoming in the new energies. Ask yourself to be clear about your vision of new earth, heaven on earth, how you want to be and feel. Because it does help to focus here when we are living as we do, in conflict, because we can't be hermits. So it does help. Okay. Sometimes I get this feeling of myself boiling. You know, it's like I'm the water on a burner, but it's like I need to turn myself down to simmer, because I'm not ready yet. Funny, yeah? So this is like some of my answers to my questions. Like, yes, Barbara, have patience. Sometimes I say, what's my next step? So just enjoy being. Making sure you're comfy. Drink lots of water. Eat some nice light foods. And sleep a lot. Don't worry if you're sleeping too much. You're your own boss. Okay, I'm going to leave it from there. I love you. You are magnificent. Feels good to be here in our presence, feeling everybody. Trusting we are in the most perfect place. Okay, thank you and see you next week. Much love.